Sup. Welcome back. Another episode of Turn Up the Mic. I'm Chris. To my right, I got Roy.
What's up? How's everyone doing today?
How's everyone doing today?
Yeah, man.
Just me and you here, and Jose behind the mic. I'm good. It's good to see. It looks like the bar is open here at Pub Sports. Is that correct, Jose?
The patio is open.
And then you can order to go, I think.
Close, but no cigar. We're
Yeah.
getting closer to getting inside.
Well, there's no one here. Look, there's no one inside.
Yeah, I saw cars and people outside the door, so I was like,
They're in line for something.
we're outside bar. can't regulate
I thought
outside.
outside was closed.
Yeah. But yeah, it's getting hot these days.
It is, man. I walked out. I'm like, oh, damn. Like,
Yeah, morning it feels like high noon.
yes.
That's crazy. But
You know how you, like, for me, at least you do stuff in the morning because it's cool. Like, if you have to do stuff outside,
yeah,
that's not the case anymore.
like I feel the sun
Yeah.
before I see it.
for real.
That's wild.
Heat wakes me up now. I'm like, oh.
But it's crazy getting into sports. Like it seems like there's a battle between sports getting shut down and there's still being a lot of sports news that's like fighting to keep it going, you know?
Yeah.
Like The Rock purchases the XFL for $15 million.
I
That was surprising to me.
That was really surprising to me because I heard, well, then that means like everything I read about it was conflicting. That I read that it was going to be okay. It's just with the whole COVID thing, they had to shut it down.
Yeah.
So is it Vince McMahon didn't have the funds to support it in the off season, or did it just die and then The Rock wants to try it by himself? He's like, okay, well, this already has a foundation, so let me buy it.
Yeah, it seems like he's gonna try to buy it.
Well,
Well,
he's
he's
buying
bought
it,
it.
yeah.
He's buying it, and he's gonna probably try to revive it. Cause
I'm curious though on his, because remember the 15 mil wasn't all him.
yeah,
He has one big investor. I forgot what company it was.
Mhm.
So I'm curious on just all of it. Like, I don't know. I thought it was going well, and COVID shut it down. So I didn't think any of the ratings were bad to where Vince McMahon had to sell. It just had to wait till next season,
Yeah,
or
'cause
whenever it's possible to play again.
I guess there was holding costs, like unknown,
don't
like
know.
how long you're gonna hold it without like
Yeah.
any revenue coming in.
And this, I mean, a league of this size, this is not the NFL. So a league of this size, they definitely could have tempted like some type of bubble,
Yeah,
at a small college that has a thing. And I think Vince McMahon or The Rock could actually get a lot of revenue because they'll be the only thing going on football wise.
but then you got to think about, well, it's gonna be like how much is it gonna be the cost of doing all that? Like I think NBA was like 100 million or 150 million, something like that.
But that's because
to do
they're-
their
I mean,
bubble.
Remember, they're doing their buzz at first at Disney World. Like, this is going to be ever seen their replacements? They're going to go to abandoned college.
But
they're going to
then
have
That's
this,
not really a bubble though, because
it's
they're
just-
leaving.
They're
at the
going to
end of
make
the
it
day.
there. Like, everyone's going to stay there.
They're gonna sleep in the gym.
Yeah.
All right, so you're not serious. All right, cool.
Sleep in the gym.
But-
The Raptors, they got it.
All right, yeah. All right, I see where this is
The
going.
field's going to be real grass they can use.
Okay, but I'm interested to see how The Rock like revitalizes it. I think he's a good face to put on it versus like a Vince McMahon, because like people love The Rock right now. He's hot.
Yeah.
So I think he has that wave that he can promote it better.
I don't think the only thing The Rock can do different in my point of view is promotion. When it comes to actual like the structure of it, I don't think anything needs to change.
Yeah. There's not even team owners, are there?
I mean, no, the XFL owns all the teams.
That's wild. So like, I wonder if he can start, if he's gonna try to build it up to be like another version of the NFL where he can sell like different teams off to certain states and stuff. You know?
I mean, that would be a good way to alleviate revenue. He doesn't have to pay the teams because
Yeah.
he doesn't own them. But
Be like Commissioner Rock.
yeah, I mean, but at that point, when you're starting small, like it's considered small.
Yeah.
If the XFL owns the teams, it is what it is. Once you get owners in, it's a whole different thing. You have voting, you have everything now.
Yeah, I'm
It's-
sure he
yeah.
would. Maybe he would still keep like a majority to alleviate that, but overall, it's still interesting to see. I'm excited to see what he does with it too down the road whenever it opens back up. I don't even know if they have employees right now.
Yeah, me either. Because I thought it was like, what was it? The AFL or
Yeah.
AAL. One day they were employed, the next day they weren't. So I didn't like. Did he sell them the name?
Like-
Because the employees are there. Like you bought the name.
Like,
Like
how much does this 15 mil buys me?
right, the name.
And then you got Antonio Brown. He's officially suspended for 8 games.
Yeah.
I think that's good news, but like for a retired player, like what does that do for you?
No, for a retired player asking, give me my suspension. Like
Yeah.
they like. The NFL's like, we ain't gonna play soon. Just give him 8 games. That's gonna be like a year after all this.
Yeah, I hear now he's played for a lot of like great quarterbacks in the span of 2 years.
Yep.
They are talking about there's rumors of people trying to sign him with the Packers to make up for their drafting blummers. I think any team he goes to would be a good team because he's that talented.
He's very talented. The whole thing is that he's an impact player on any team,
Yeah,
but he has to be in the right mindset. If he's not in the right mindset, doesn't matter what team he goes to. It's not going to work out in my opinion. If he's in that right mindset, then he's going to impact every single team he goes to. It doesn't matter. You can just pick a team. He's going to impact them. He's going to give them yards. He's going to give them touchdowns.
I think any team that doesn't have like a young core, like Lamar Jackson, I don't think he would work good on there.
I think you would.
Nah, you don't want Lamar Jackson being like an Antonio Brown. I heard they're related in some way.
But you're going to like the mindset. Then you don't want him to be like him. Like,
Yeah.
but if he has the right mindset, there is no team that wouldn't benefit from him.
What do you think, Jose? Do you think it would be a good idea to draft Antonio Brown after? I mean,
Sign him. I mean, no.
Yeah.
No, the answer is no. I love how.
Why though? Why is the no?
Because I mean, honestly, it's just not worth it at this point. It's not the opportunity cost with what he might bring to the field to what you have to potentially pay him. Because I mean, he's still asking for money.
But you got like a prove it window.
But what if he's asking like his worth?
Like Cam Newton.
But if he had the right mindset, do you think every team would benefit or no?
I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think any team in the NFL
He's
would
like,
give
there's
him
no
that
point
that
thinking
chance.
you have the
Yeah,
right
like,
mindset.
as I said earlier, no.
No, he's done.
Yeah,
He can't have the right mindset.
yeah, the mindset's just not there. I don't believe it. He'd have to change into a different person, and people don't change. So
That is true. After they hit a certain age, and you got NBA in the bubble, they're still testing negative for COVID. It's like the best thing ever.
Yeah, it's the smallest sport, so
There's golf, tennis.
it's
swimming.
the smallest organized sport.
So golf isn't organized.
that's a lot of slander, right there.
Yeah,
like.
no, they each
Everything
have
I
their own
just named
thing.
is organized. What are you talking about?
Golf is international. What are you talking about? They
You
play
said
in Finland. They
unorganized.
play in Australia.
They're
It's not
unorganized.
organized by one thing. You have the PGA, then you can play
That
against
seems to be an
other things.
organization.
Yeah, but you can play in other leagues.
But the PGA is one league.
One league, yeah.
Anyway,
People still got COVID in PGA. Like
Yeah.
Brooks Koepka's caddy, he had COVID one of the random tournaments they did recently.
I really like how the NBA is working. Like, I don't think any other squad can duplicate this.
No, because of their size.
Yeah, you got
NFL,
golf.
way too many people.
I think golf can duplicate it. They just don't want
How?
to.
You don't play the same course in golf.
How many players are on a
You
golf
don't
team?
play the same course in golf.
How many players are on a
Once you
golf
play
team?
one course, you move on to the next.
How many players are on a golf team?
If you
It
count
depends.
the team as a caddy and a golfer too.
Two.
He said it depends.
You can go to the Riders Cup. You can get like 5
So
of them on a team.
are they changing like fields? Are they leaving
mean
this
courses?
golf course to another golf course? Or are they staying on the same golf course?
You change. You're supposed to change in golf.
Like,
Every tournament's at a different course.
but like, okay, so let's,
Because each course has a different difficulty and different holes and all that.
so name a course.
Augusta.
So do they? All right, I mean, name what is it? Like a PGA or whatever, like a Masters, where it takes place in Augusta, right?
Yeah.
So are they playing the whole golf tournament there?
Yes, and then they move on next month.
So I'm
to
saying
another
that's what I'm
field.
saying. So maybe they could do a bubble, finish your
For
golf
a weekend.
stuff.
For a
And,
weekend,
I mean,
a bubble
that
for a
that
week.
seems doable.
So The NBA, before they even started, they're in there like a month. So they're gonna do a pre-month bubble for a weekend.
I mean, it can be. Are you
I
saying
mean,
it can't be done?
That's a lot for a weekend.
I don't know. And
They
then
move around too much.
and it's crazy because like it feels like the players are now just like alone. They're
Yeah.
in there just isolated from everybody.
They
Healthy.
should have given him like a +1 to bring.
Yeah, like give him a stripper or two. You know.
James Harden's dying in there.
Yeah, he's looking bigger too.
Of course he is. He's got that Walt Disney World funding.
Like,
Get the food.
He's getting big.
Yeah. He's not eating those lunches they post on Instagram.
You know. How do you? So I guess the Lakers clinched the first seed or whatever.
Mhm.
They lost to OKC, and then the Clippers turned around and lost to Phoenix. Do you really count these games until like, or is this just intermission? Like,
I mean, I wouldn't say they don't really like count because they don't even count for the playoffs.
yeah,
For the
and
like the
Th-
awards.
They're just counting for the record.
Yeah.
It's just
That's
all
it.
seeding.
Yeah,
It
it's
matters
all
for like
seeding.
the 8th seeds and 9th seed, like Portland, the
Yeah.
Spurs, the Suns, all those teams. It matters.
It's crazy because all up until the 7th seed, it's all clinched.
yeah. So do you see these games mattering to like the topper seeds? Like, is it just they're just mailing it in, or do you put any stock into these losses?
No, I mean that's a vague question to me. It depends on the team. 'Cause
Lakers versus OKC.
if some teams have to kind of work more on like building like not the relationship together, like still getting the groove of things, you still need it. I still think like
Well, everyone
like Utah and OKC, they still all need to play to get into that groove. Like the Lakers and the Clippers, no, I don't think they need to all play.
I don't think
I
the
think
Clippers
they're
have
just
really
there.
played together yet, though. Like as a team, that many games.
But that's their game. That's how they are. Like it's not anything
Huh?
different than what they're doing they did in the season. Kawhi players always randomly set out on those teams. Well, on the Clippers,
so it's good that they haven't played together.
they're playing their game. That's the thing. They're playing their game. The way they
Oh.
played all season.
So they did it on purpose.
They
Uh,
knew.
Yeah, they were waiting for this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
They're
mean,
like,
some
oh,
teams
someone's
are
out.
completely
We're used to it. We're
Some
used to
teams
it.
are just completely different now. I mean, like the
Yeah.
Nuggets are a completely different team now that they're healthy. The Blazers are completely
Yeah.
different.
Those are the teams that need these games. They're like the games to just get together as a team.
Huh.
For your example, Chris, for the Lakers, like these games don't matter anymore. The Lakers,
Yeah, that's why LeBron set out against the Rockets.
yeah. So you can already tell that some teams are starting to mail it in because some people are, their muscles are tight, and
Yeah.
Anthony Davis is randomly sitting,
And,
and
you
the
can
Jazz.
see it, and you can see it by
Yeah.
minutes too. Like even the Mavericks and the thing, like all the starters, they went from 38 to like 27 to 30 minutes,
Yeah, it's like they're
and
getting,
those 7 minutes of not playing makes a big difference.
like they're getting ready for something.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Jazz sat for their starters against the Spurs, which is a saving grace. The Spurs need
Yeah.
every win they can get right
man,
now.
the Spurs are winning by give them the top seeds. They're resting. Like
Do you think Zion needs more playing time?
Yeah,
Yes.
he needs to learn how to play defense.
Yeah.
It's crazy that they're still restricting his minutes after 6 months off or whatever we've
I
had.
mean, they got so scared he got hurt in the beginning of the season. That scared them so much.
Yeah.
That scared them so much. They're like, oh, healthy, we have a shot at the playoffs. They still restrict them. I really think that set the tone for this year. Getting hurt because if he wasn't hurt, he's going to be doing 35 minutes, 36 minutes.
That's a lot of minutes for a big boy like that.
That's all. That's AD does 36, and like,
But his AD is chunky.
I think AD's in better shape than Zion.
whose fault is that?
I don't know. I don't
This
know.
is I forgot. I forgot that this is a slander.
Whose fault
of
is that?
Zion.
Chris, whose fault
I
is
don't
that?
know. Like he's a young buck. Like maybe he
He
didn't
should
know.
be able to do it quicker than
He-
AD. Then
probably
AD's older.
He probably don't count calories. Like he don't know what this does to him.
Zion doesn't know what a calorie is.
Yeah, like it tastes good. Like is that a seasoning? But and then switching to NFL. So Patrick Mahomes, it happened like a couple weeks ago, but you didn't show up.
He was here last week.
he
We
ranked-
were all here, and you weren't here.
Right. He ranked 4th out of the top 100.
I don't know
list.
why people made it such a big deal.
So it happened. The way that they did it was before the Super Bowl, so it wasn't like they were calculating that in, and he's still, relatively, still making things.
He's number 4, like on any league. The
They-
top
they felt
five,
he
the
should have
top
been one.
5 can be argued. Who is they?
The people complaining.
You mean Kansas City fans for the most part?
Yeah,
I'm
everybody,
complaining.
everybody that was
I'm
complaining. Do you think he should be number one, Roy?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this man.
He made
This
that
man.
big fuss.
This man.
But what I
Oh,
said
man.
that
Who's
in any,
complaining?
No, in any
Yeah, he
league,
should be
but I'm
first.
not
I'm
complaining.
complaining.
I'm not. Have I complained
But
at all that he didn't make number one?
But seeing how you,
But every single one of those players are good. They're not. He's not like years ahead of any of the players ahead of him.
I don't know. I'd rather have Patrick Mahomes than all three of the players in front of him.
So who's in front? of him? Lamar Jackson
No way.
is in front of him, right?
There's no
Um,
way he should be
I don't
if he
think
is.
Aaron
Lamar Jackson
Aaron Donald's in
It's
front of him.
Yeah, Aaron Donald's probably in front of him. I'd rather have
And-
Mahomes 10 times out of 10.
Yes, that's because of the position.
Of course,
You're-
and that's
you're
what
thinking, yeah.
quarterback comes with. So he should
You're
be the
thinking
best player.
position over Aaron Donald. That's the big thing. But
Yeah, I mean, if this is the most important position and he's the best
who's
player,
the
he should be
next
number
one? I know Lamar Jackson. Aaron
number
Donald.
one was Russell Wilson.
Russell.
That's crazy.
Number two was Aaron Donald. Number three was, wait,
No,
number one was Lamar Jackson.
Jackson.
Number two was Russell Wilson.
then Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald, then Patrick
Russell
Mahomes.
Wilson shouldn't have been number two. I think Patrick Mahomes at least should have
You
been
think
switched
Lamar
with Russell
Jackson should
Wilson.
have been number one
Yeah.
over Russell Wilson?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I would take Lamar Jackson over Russell Wilson right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Are you just like running wise?
Just overall, where they're at in their careers, I would take Lamar Jackson.
I would rather.
I have a
Russell
better
Wilson.
future with Lamar
Oh,
Jackson.
you're doing
Russell
that
Wilson.
thing where he's doing that like, do I want LeBron right now or
This is based
Zion?
on them right now. Is this
So
this
why are
list
you
not
talking
based
about
on
the
them right now?
future? What are you talking about the future for?
Because if you had
We're
me
talking
pick
about-
someone right now, it would be Lamar Jackson over
So
Russell
what
Wilson.
are you calculating the future for?
Because it's right now. It's
Okay.
if I'm gonna pick someone, it's not gonna be for a year. I'm not like you. I don't switch teams like that.
Okay.
I stay with someone like that.
So you would rather have. So you'd rather have Russell Wilson for this next coming year than
No,
Lamar?
he'd rather have Lamar over
he was trying
Russell
to trick
Wilson.
me, bro. He was trying to trick
Oh,
me.
I-
I saw what he was doing.
Right, for this next year. Who's the quarterback you'd rather have?
Between them two, Lamar Jackson
Okay, what about Mahomes?
over
Over
Wilson,
both of those.
over both of them.
Wow, he's really thinking about
I'll
it.
take Mahomes over both of them.
So then you are bothered that he is ranked behind. He's technically,
I'm
I guess,
not
the
bothered
third,
at all.
the
That-
third best quarterback in the NFL.
I'm
He's a
not bothered at
fenceman.
all.
Like he's okay with it, but he might have a problem with
each
it. But,
each
you
one
know,
of those.
to each his own.
The only real argument on
Aaron
that
Donald?
list is Russell Wilson.
Really?
Yeah, Russell Wilson's the only real argument.
Who's on his team?
Who, Russell Wilson?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
he
man.
is the team.
So you're arguing he is ahead of Patrick Mahomes? What are you doing?
I would put him over Lamar Jackson.
Would you put him over Patrick Mahomes?
No, you're silly.
That's the only argument for me is Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Russell Wilson's two, but I don't. I need to see Lamar do it back-to-back years, and I need to see him win a playoff game, please. Beat
Who?
the Titans. Beat the Titans. That's all I ask. Lamar.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Lamar has not won a playoff game and has played bad in both playoff games that he's played so far.
He's just new to this.
Exactly.
Yeah, give
so
him a chance, man.
I'd rather have Mahomes and Wilson over him pretty comfortably.
And with the NFL, so do you think after players are opting out for the season and all this stuff, do you still think that the NFL is going to happen?
That's a hard question because sometimes I don't see it, but then I realize it's the NFL and they're about money,
You keep saying
and they're
that.
gonna find a way to do it.
You know,
yeah.
I didn't think I thought the NBA wasn't about money either. Like, what does that mean?
What do you mean?
Like, the NFL's about money, so other
They wanna make
organizations ain't?
money.
So the NBA's like, we're good. We don't
No,
we
the
don't
The
need
NBA's
NFL
making money.
The
I mean,
NFL is
NBA 's
just
like, I
willing
don't
to
need money.
put the well-being of their
Yes.
employees behind money. That is what you're saying.
The NFL will sacrifice its employees for money.
I mean,
Mm.
let's look at the CTE stuff. We're all
Yeah.
gonna just like forget that. They're just
Remember,
throwing
the
them out there.
NFL ignored that for a long time until there was like
Will
actual
Smith?
evidence.
Yeah, until Will
Will
Smith came out.
He
He,
Yeah.
broke.
he
the
told us
news.
to tell the truth.
What did he get? Entanglements.
Man, I still don't understand that. I need to be sat down and just explained. Can someone explain what is entanglement?
When you're a good man, women will break your heart. That's basically the gist of it. You do everything you can, and
You could be the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Yeah.
and you still ain't shit.
if you future, they'll flock to you. That's basically
Shout out
it.
to Russell.
Yeah. All right. I was thinking like, can the NFL do like a NFL island? UFC is doing a UF fight island.
But there's what 100 people on NFC Island.
Put them on an island. You
The
can't
NFL
put them
has
in a
1,000
bubble.
people.
So island can't hold 1,000 people.
Ever heard of
He
Fire
said-
Fest? What
he said,
happened?
"Mm-mm." Nobody showed up to that. What are you talking about? It wasn't because it was tightly packed. What are you
There's
talking
gonna be
about?
no island that holds that.
I
many
think
people.
you guys should be more worried about the amount of space for fields.
I mean, just one field.
Well,
Y'all
you're
play
not-
all
you're not-
day.
I was about to say you're not going to get all the games in. You're going to have to
Yeah.
play once again. Like
Y'all play
3
back-to-backs.
games.
They're gonna play 7 days a week, one game a week.
Yes,
I mean, every team's gonna play.
y'all want to say the NFL don't care? We'll show you we don't care. Every day there's a game.
The real grind of the NFL.
Yeah,
season.
Yeah.
like you talking about Hard Knocks? Here we go. Like
There's just for any type of bubble. There's just too many people involved in the NFL.
if a bubble can't happen for the NFL, it's not happening. How'd MLB work out?
Hey, we're still
See.
chugging. There's still baseball going on
Okay.
for now. For now.
Okay.
For now.
Okay.
We,
Bruh,
now.
we're,
you
pack-
know-
we're
you know-
packing up.
You know, MLB is losing ratings when they're on ESPN Plus, bro.
Hey,
ESPN Plus.
The UFC's on ESPN Plus. What are you talking about?
Not the main cards.
Well, I can't control that.
As you
Unfortunately.
know.
The main baseball games. The main baseball games are there.
There is no main baseball games.
Have you ever watched Red Sox Yankees? It's always on Sunday Night Baseball. What are you talking about? It's always there. People when I watch it, but it's still there.
Everyone's packing up.
It's
Yeah.
there. It's there because it takes a big block of time for them.
Yeah.
Roy, if
For
a
the
tree falls in
station.
the forest, will people still watch baseball? Yes. The answer is yes.
Can't watch something that's not there.
Yeah.
It's invisible.
Good. That's a good analysis right there, Chris.
Exactly. And then a little update on the Mike Tyson fight that I'm excited about. That's coming out next month.
Are you still excited now?
I still am.
For what?
All right, so
So-
the rumors are, which really aren't really rumors, that there's a no knockout rule for the Tyson fight.
There's basically like a no hurt rule.
Yeah, like
if you get scratched, we done.
how you gonna tell Mike Tyson not to knock somebody out?
Yeah.
Like,
How are
So-
we gonna police that?
So it was no knockout, and if anyone gets cut,
yeah, there's no referees there to stop the fight, basically, unless,
so that means we're going on good merit.
So Tyson might kill someone, is what you're telling me.
well,
So they're
without
ex-
knocking
yeah.
them out, he can blow up their heart.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't
what are you
know.
talking
So
about?
they're expecting each other to know, like, oh, I hit you too many times, I'll stop.
Yeah.
Like,
So, and then that just seems weird because, like, you got to be listening for the bell. I assume the bell's going to go off because there's different rounds.
yeah. I mean, you're still gonna have your corners yelling, like, stop. and
Get
whatever.
out of there. Nah, I'm going to keep hitting them.
Right.
Like,
Right. There's no ref to stop me.
Yeah, like,
You think I'm gonna get in a ring with Mike Tyson without a referee?
Right.
Without a referee?
like, where's my mom? Like, what's going on? That don't,
Mike Tyson's like,
Mike just might disregard the bell.
right, Mike Tyson's like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I can't knock you
adrenaline,
out, I can still bite you.
like, adrenaline kicks in. I lose my hearing. Like, what's going on?
Right.
That just,
My man Mike, adrenaline pumping, bit off someone's ear.
But like,
yeah,
so
that seems weird.
no ref doesn't make any sense because you know how they get tangled in the corner. Who's gonna separate them? Like, is it gonna be?
Maybe there'll be
Hey,
like a warning,
Is
like
it, the way is it gonna be like? Hey, Mike, we're tangled. Okay, let me stop.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe it'll be like Planet Fitness or give you a lunk alarm, like, like, oh shit, all right, you
What
got
I,
me.
don't, what I don't understand is how they're gonna enforce the no knockout rule. Is Mike Tyson just gonna he's gonna see an uppercut and he's gonna all right,
So,
I'm gonna knock him
I
out.
better
and
give
then
him 50.
stop?
How do I know how much you can take, like, to the head?
there's no like winner or loser. So if Mike knocks him out, is he disqualified or the match is over?
Man, if I gotta
Like-
get disqualified to win, that's
like,
a win to me.
You know what I mean? Like, is it
Yeah.
over?
That's so
but-
weird.
And what about the people gambling on this? If I gamble on Mike Tyson to win by knockout,
I'm still taking a knockout. Like,
Like-
it's gonna be an accidental knockout. But is that a loophole for the?
Can
for
you
the-
imagine? I place a G on an accidental knockout round
Like,
3.
oh, I'm sorry. Like, wake up. Like, that's wild. And they're gonna be wearing 12-ounce gloves. That seems kind of big, a little bit. So, I mean, this fight seems very safe for Roy Jones. I don't see any of this helping Mike Tyson.
we wanted blood and we're not gonna get the blood, and
No,
it's
we're
really
not.
disappointing.
We gonna get a black eye?
I mean, yeah. They might stop the fight for
You
that.
better
Who
not
knows?
bleed.
Who knows?
But does this like adjust your perception of the fight, like your anticipation? Does that change at all?
It definitely it looks just like a sparring. That's it.
It's $50. So you think it's gonna be worth $50?
No.
You think they're gonna wear
You're,
shirts?
you're literally buying the name. That's it.
The Mike Tyson part.
Yeah, you're literally just buying the name. That's it. It's just a sparring match. That's all it seems like. They're gonna wear headgear. They can't even knock each other out. There's no ref. It's a sparring. They're just sparring.
Like, I don't even think, like, when you say knock each other out, like, Roy Jones is going to knock him out. I don't think that's going to happen. I heard Mike Tyson talking. He sounds like he's just trying to not get angry. Like, that's all it is.
He needs that Rick Ross massage in between rounds to calm down.
That's so wild. But, yeah, I'm still excited. A little less now, but I'm still excited. I might fight. I might buy it if I can't watch it here at Pub Sports for free.
I mean, well, of course we'll be streaming the fight. I mean, why wouldn't we?
I'll be here watching the fight.
I'll be here.
I might call it a little bit on my Joe Rogan stuff.
I would love to see Chris calling a fight. All right, they come out.
Yep.
They threw a couple punches.
Yep. Mike Tyson is he's down.
Punching.
It's over.
He's throwing punches
with an accidental knockout.
The no fans go crazy.
Yeah. All right, and then switching to music. So there was a couple of albums that came out. There was a lot of albums actually that came out.
It's weird because there's been like a lot of albums that come out like number wise.
Yeah.
But nothing has been like great or like there hasn't been anything just amazing pop up in a minute for me. It's just people are dropping music. It's music.
Yeah, sticking to that analogy, like if a tree falls in the woods, the Baby dropped like a deluxe album. Nobody's talking about that.
Okay, so maybe I missed it last year, but this year, bro, deluxe albums are popping.
They're popping out
everywhere.
It's the week after.
Damn, bro,
Yeah.
it's like, bro, you dropped an hour album last week. Now you want to listen to the same album with 15 more songs?
Yeah.
Bro.
I didn't even know it was a deluxe album until I read that it said deluxe. I didn't know this was the same album. I didn't know he dropped this before.
I was like, can you explain what makes an album deluxe
They just
compared
put like
to another one?
3 more songs on there.
It's like you remember going to the store as a kid and then you get the album with the bonus track?
The bonus track album will be red. The regular will be black.
Yeah, that's all it is. But they're releasing the bonus track as a deluxe album the next week.
It has a couple more pictures in the CD.
Yeah. You know, Roy, I can safely say that I have never been and got an album by hand, like a physical album copy in my fingers.
The last one I bought, I think, was "Thank Me Later."
Drake. I expected a little longer ago than that.
Yeah, I think that was the last one. I bought it at Best Buy.
Was this a CD or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was the
I
last
just want to
one
know.
I bought.
Maybe it's a Walkman. I don't know your age.
Yeah,
Chris.
I don't remember the last CD I bought.
What was the Walkman you bought, Roy?
Because I still buy vinyls and I bought a cassette the other day.
He's a washed old man.
Yeah.
He's probably got one in his bag right now.
A Walk? No, I don't got a Walkman.
The
He's
original
probably got a
aux
Zune
cord.
in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did have a Zune. I did sell it, but those things are awesome. Like
that's why
they hold music. They have Bluetooth on it.
Like
they're
a cell phone
before their time, man.
They hold music like a cell phone. Like what are you talking about?
What else had Bluetooth sharing back then when they came out? Nothing did.
Wow.
What
Bluetooth sharing?
Right? Like
no one had that when that came out.
What technology did I have to use that for? Like if there's nothing out that has Bluetooth sharing, what am I going to use this for?
I used it with other people that had Zunes. You send each other songs.
How many people have Zune? How many people you may
there
have?
was actually
What's
a
that
good
in your
amount of
pocket?
people. There's a good amount of people that had Zunes.
Is that a Zune in your pocket? Are you happy to see me? Like what are you talking about?
Out there, you didn't have your device out there listening to music.
Y'all just touch Zooms? Like that's weird.
You know,
I had Wi-Fi before it was popping.
Okay.
Something that we actually do miss, the original like big thick iPods.
Yeah, with
those
the
are
little
ones.
circle thing.
Yes, those are the ones
Yeah.
that can hold like 500 bajillion songs.
I'll take my original Zune over that.
Roy, stop tripping, dog.
He's
That's
just-
crazy.
he's just
That's
like-
crazy.
He's a
Now you're a Mac fan. Now you're an Apple fan.
Yeah,
I'm not
they
a Mac
run my
fan. Nobody
life.
said anything about a Mac. The
Apple,
original,
Apple.
yeah, that was the only thing that was
Nah.
out. What was competing with that at that time?
I like the Zune. It was so much easier to put music on it.
Oh, okay.
Was it?
Like all you had
Yeah.
to do was connect it to a cord and download. Like how hard could it be?
Not for the
Many
you need
laptops.
iTunes and certain types of files for iTunes for Apple.
I mean, LimeWire was
for
alive and
Zune.
kicking. I
Yeah,
don't know
I
what
was
you're
about to
talking
say,
about.
Many a laptop
For Zune,
and
I
many
can
computer
drag and drop
destroyed.
anything
That's
I wanted.
literally what you could do. Well,
No,
I don't know.
you need it through iTunes.
I didn't have iTunes. What? No,
Yes, it only works for iTunes.
I just dragged and dropped. You just get this. Just go to LimeWire. What are you talking about?
For the iPod.
Yeah,
No,
let me,
you needed iTunes.
let me tell you,
Oh my
Roy.
God.
I have destroyed many laptops with LimeWire and FrostWire. I drag and drop
Yes,
those
like-
hoes right in there.
into iTunes, and then it'll put
We
it
keep
onto your
saying
iPod.
yes. Yes, that's
That's
how it
what I'm
works.
saying. Like you needed stuff like that with Zune. It was like a flash drive, just drag and drop.
Okay,
a flash
so
So you
drive.
need a flash drive.
Replace
What are you talking-
iTunes with flash drive. What are you talking about?
It was so much.
Roy's
easier.
on it today. Roy is on it
It was
today.
so much
Oh my
easier,
God.
bro.
He never picks
And-
his side nowadays, but back in the day, I was a
And
Zoom
also,
guy.
Zune was much more durable than the iPod.
Like I wasn't chunking my iPod. Like
What do I need to save my
no,
Zoom from?
just put it
Bro,
in your
I'm
pocket.
just saying, like my Zune got ran over by accident, and it still lasted. It was still good.
like
An iPod won't do that.
That's all Apple products. So,
An
if they get
iPod
run
will-
over a car,
an
it's not gonna
iPod will-
survive.
like I,
Well,
I tried to run it over.
It's gonna
and it
break
broke.
if you look like it's gonna get run over.
Oh my God, what a terrible segue. Yeah, no, nobody's.
That
why?
shows you how long I've been non-Apple or Mac.
Like Zooms are the aisle. Nobody went down. Like wow, that's wild.
They were close. They had the idea, but they were just a little late.
Yeah,
And
sorry.
the design was shit.
It really was.
It literally was
Well,
a
I mean,
brick.
the design was there just so it would be more durable.
Okay.
Well,
like
let
a
me tell you, that's
Nokia?
what the people need.
Oh man. So the baby, like I said, like I got through like 3 songs and I got out of there. It wasn't any different. The baby, he seems like a good rapper on paper. I want to like his music, but now I'm kind of like off the baby train, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not really
I'm off
excited.
this. I'm really off this like deluxe train. Like it really is like for
Yeah.
me. Like save those to drop singles throughout the year. Like give
Yeah.
us content throughout the year. Like you're dropping it next week. So if you drop it next week, that just tells me that's the shit that didn't make the album.
And then I know Brandy didn't drop a deluxe, but B7, just for people that are listening, that's not a good album either. She can't sing.
That was so bad. We had it on our list for last week before Chris canceled.
Yeah.
I play like half a song. I'm like, I'm done.
It was
Like-
a bad album. I got through half. I was like, damn, on paper, the name Brandy is good, but like she can't sing.
I really don't understand what you were expecting.
I was expecting her to be able to sing. I don't know why. Like
Like-
I thought with the advances of technology and the death of Zune, like her voice would mesh with the beats, you know? Like I don't know. It wasn't good.
I didn't expect. And then I saw she had a Chance feature. I'm like, nah, this is
I-
definitely not for
Yeah.
me.
From what I heard, every song was a skip, and I'm not really trying to hear Chance the Rapper on any music right now. I don't
That's
like
so
his voice.
slanderous. That's so
I
slanderous.
don't like his voice. He's a
What's
Wyclef.
slanderous about that? Like
he's a-
Chance is just play.
He's
I
a
don't know how many
Wyclef
people
John.
is like Chance is so played out without having a catalog. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like,
After
who can
Coloring
say
Book,
that?
he took a nosedive.
bro, he
Nobody's like plummeted faster than Chance the Rapper, in my opinion.
I'm hurt
Yeah.
by all this. As a Chance stan, I
I
very
don't-
much like his music.
What
I'm
do
hurt-
you like?
there's nothing to like that's good besides like Coloring Book and then Acid. Acid
As a
Rap was okay.
yeah, like
And then he
Coloring
really-
Book is his best. He shouldn't have got in bed with Kanye West.
And then, what? I don't know how many years to his first album. His first studio album was
Yeah.
it 9 years? Or
yeah,
I don't even know.
I would have called Coloring Book my first album because
I mean,
I did not that
he-
clear CD color album like
The-
that shit
the
was
cover you're
trash.
talking about?
Yeah,
and then like the first song comes, I'm like, okay, it sounds like.
yeah.
And then the second, then it's just like,
Yeah.
nah.
So I don't know what Chance has got going for the rest of his life as far as music, but yeah, I don't think he can bounce back. Like, there's nothing.
Features are gonna keep him alive.
Damn. So I'm learning today. This is
Damn.
the death of Chance. I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was
it's-
washed. This
it's
is
been-
hurts.
It's been like that. For
Yeah.
me.
This hurts.
he can't make music. Like I
Yeah.
don't see Chance dropping a song that I can be like, yeah, that shit was with
I remember that when his album dropped, he had so much negative reviews that all these like celebrities or like other rappers came out and defended him. They're like, basically because his content was positive, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, y'all don't like it because y'all only want negative stuff, and it just was bad. It
Yeah,
had
it
nothing
wasn't
to do with the
good.
content. It was just bad.
And that
I've heard that before, though. I've heard people complain about the one song where he's like, "Yeah, I'm married and I have kids," and then this is
yeah,
my
like,
life.
like
what
bro,
song?
say
Like-
it to a good beat. Like it's just
Like-
it's bad.
Like, what was he saying? He's oh, it was like, I didn't invite no one to my wedding, but the people that are real or something. I was like,
Yeah,
bro, like I don't want to know your guest list.
like somebody has to tell me it's a concept album. It's
Yeah.
not a good album.
yeah,
It wasn't good. And then like he sounds like I was saying like Wyclef John 2.0. I hate Wyclef's voice and I hate Chance's voice.
Why?
It's just like a yelling.
Okay, I'll
it's,
take Wyclef way over Chance though.
it's like a yodel. It was just I thought that was a Ball brother on TV. But it's just bad, you know? I don't like his voice, but yeah, Coloring Book was good. I thought Coloring Book was positive. I didn't think it was bad.
Yeah.
He had a couple like Juicy J type songs on there, but who doesn't?
To me, it was just that the production wasn't there. It wasn't cohesive, and I don't want to know. There's just so much we can.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on.
Yeah,
Chance.
shout out to Chance for bad music though.
You know what? Shout out to Chance though, staying in the game while releasing that album, and staying relevant. You know,
Yeah,
that's hard to do.
Somebody told me that he was backing Kanye for president, and then when Terry Crews co-signed it, he stopped.
Yeah. He's like, that's where I stopped.
I was like, huh. So Terry Crews is your line. Cool.
Shout out to Terry Crews. For
Well,
just
speaking
being
of
Yeah.
Terry
so
Crews,
wild out
Rick
there.
Ross dropped that new song.
I like that.
That Terry Crews line.
Yeah, we'll get to a Rick Ross 2 Chainz versus, but I heard that and that's the Rick Ross that I like, where he's dropping like gym music. It don't even have to be like bashing anybody, but it's like something where it has like a message that you can learn from, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of like the Jay-Z type
Yeah.
area, but I would want more music from a Rick Ross when it comes to those type
Can
of
you
songs.
explain to me what message Rick Ross has in his music? Because I just simply have never noticed.
So it's mainly just like he's banging women and
Yeah.
eating Wingstop.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
not
All
really
right.
that's not really what I'm
Sometimes
looking
he
for.
hits you with that wing combo.
Yeah, that's not really what I'm looking for. But then you got the gyms where he's talking about wealth and like
Yeah.
putting your money in certain areas and becoming better in life.
Yeah.
And that's the type of lane that I want from Rick Ross. Not the banging the chicks. You know, we got other rappers for that.
But you can't blame the dude because the bang the chinks lane brings him the money.
Bang the chlank.
Yeah, that brings him the
He
money.
said bang
that
the
that
chlanks.
that
Is
give him
it-
enough
is-
money to buy the wing stops.
Is it just because of Rick Ross's sheer size that you not want to think of him and banging chicks?
Yeah, and then that's the other thing. You can't keep talking about eating Wingstop when you're losing weight. Like you got, I think he has diabetes. You can't eat that. Like,
Assume.
yeah, it's
Don't
like,
assume.
bro, you're just drinking unsweet tea at Wingstop. Don't try to front. But
There's
shout
a
out-
lot of things that are bad for rappers, and they just simply continue to do. To shout out to Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Lil Wayne too. I like Lil Wayne. I like his second chapter of his career. He's not really making music as heavy, but he's moving towards. I guess that's a podcast. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
All right. Well, he has a little radio show where he has like different people come
Oh,
through.
yeah. Somebody dropped links in the.
Yeah, he's had 50 Cent on there. He had a lot
Yeah.
of big people, and I really like his setup where he's like on a couch and then the rapper's like on TV. It's a pretty good setup, I guess.
I can't get over his voice, so I'd never be able to take him seriously. If you
Oh,
ask me.
Lil Wayne?
Yeah,
And that's wild because I like Lil Wayne's voice, but I don't like Chance's voice. But they could be
the same person.
in the same ballpark of like tone.
I don't. I just don't fuck with Lil Wayne like that. So
You
like
know.
the only time I know about stuff Lil Wayne doing is someone drops it to me, like tells me he's doing this or whatever.
Yeah, you're not really on the culture. And then you got what's her name? Victoria. I want to say Monet. Victoria Monet. That sounds better. She dropped a Jaguar. Did you like it,
Yeah, I did.
or should I
It's
say?
it's definitely to me. It's one of those rare occasions. It's better played like on speakers and not in headphones.
Or should I say Jaguar?
Right, and towards the end of the album, it got pretty descriptive and stuff.
Yeah,
Like, you
like
guys
it's,
are
it
describing
started
it.
taking a turn when I
Yeah.
heard the bed squeaks.
Yeah,
I'm like, wait, I know that sample.
it started. Was it like the last 3 or 4 songs?
Yeah,
she got a little more distracted in what she was saying, talking about what the deal's like.
man, it's so easy for females to sell sex than guys.
Yeah,
Like they do it way better than men. Like when men do it, we just sound like dirt bags. Like they were talking about the Whisper song the Yin Yang Twins did when they were talking
yeah.
about the Meg song that they dropped. I was like, damn, the way we talked was just rude, you know? The Meg and Cardi way that they were rapping and stuff, it's
it just
way
sounds better coming from females.
Yeah,
It's just simple.
it's something
simple.
about it where it just sounds attractive. And the other people, we just want to
Yeah.
do a lawsuit, you know? It's harassment.
Because like I know people because for some reason a lot of people came out talking about Meg and Cardi's new the saying that
Mm-hmm.
everyone liked it, but for if a guy would drop a song like that, I think even the females would be against it. They're like, oh, he shouldn't talk like that.
I don't even think that. I think it just wouldn't take off like that.
No, it wouldn't definitely get those numbers
It's-
first day.
Tip drill is a once in a lifetime video. Like, ain't nobody doing tip drill anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't think this, like, if a guy did it, I don't think it would take off at all. Because I think if you think about it, Tiger been doing that his whole career. How's that worked out for him? You know. So
Tiger's just always he's done just enough to keep his money and whatever, and
yeah, and run off on his jewelers.
he still has that brand, right?
Last King.
Last Kings. There you go.
Yeah, nobody's.
Can you guys
trying
explain to me what happened to our stallion, Meg the Stallion?
Bro, she blew up.
She got shot in both hooves.
Yeah.
Oh boy! Oh no!
By someone half her size.
By,
Oh no!
Half her size. So
but it's okay. We're taking care of
Yeah.
it. We've already deported him.
And then, so, dude, so I don't know if it's I posted that, right?
yeah,
And then I got a notification from Facebook that
I
my
gotta save
post
that,
was
though. Shot in both hooves.
my
Nobody take that.
my what do you call it?
How's it
My
going?
notification was my post was removed by Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, it says it was fact checked and then it was inaccurate evidence. I'm like, who did what?
Fact checking
bro,
your
I was
shit
like,
today.
who fact checked my
That's
shit in that
wild.
group? Somebody's fact checked my shit. In that group.
Damn. It's either Canada or the label.
Cat is off. Nah, we don't want y'all to know he's here.
Yeah, that's wild. Man, I'm tired of you posting fake shit anyway. That's what you get.
Yeah,
Bruh.
Roy.
You're
Bruh.
constantly just
Fake news, Roy.
Yeah, it's always something. He's going to his phone. He's about to prove it.
There we go. Fake
yeah.
news, Roy.
No.
He's like, I'll tell you something. But yeah, I like the song. I think it'll take off. But
Shout out to
song?
Meg the
What song?
Stallion. I hope.
Oh,
you
the
like
new
it.
song. I don't even know we transitioned.
yeah, I
yet.
don't know how
I
we
was-
we've been segueing a lot today.
They-
Zigzag.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
Bruh.
know what happened to Meg. I heard she got shot. And I was like,
Yeah.
who the hell shoot Meg? I thought she was the
She's-
queen.
Yeah.
Hey, she's better now.
Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely doing. She's
Yeah.
rebound.
We got
well.
video evidence. She's better.
Oh, really? What'd she do? What'd
Was
she
that
do?
an old video though?
Bro, I don't know.
Makes me think like, was that an old music video?
I don't know how long they've been planning it.
Yeah.
Bro, she got shot just to hype this up.
Hey, the devil
Yeah.
works like
I
that.
would-
Bruh.
that's how
The
you keep
Kardashians
getting banned.
do that
Like
shit
your
too.
fake news is getting banned.
Bad.
Somebody's gonna take a snippet of that and be like, "This is the guy." And then they're gonna
She
get
got
me.
shot for that.
I'm gonna get
Fake
jumped by
news, Roy.
association. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave this building.
Bruh.
Get shot in my
Like,
hooves.
we don't know what the
Bruh.
other guy looks like.
That video was crazy.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't even know how YouTube allowed it.
there's so many rooms.
Bro, so many.
Like there was a room with Kendall in it, and then they just showed some
did you-
random people.
Was it Kendall or Kylie?
Kylie, yeah,
Okay. Did you see the petition to remove Kylie from the video?
and put what's the one old
Betty
lady?
White- was it
Betty
Betty
White,
White?
yeah.
Bruh.
Y'all got some old fetishes. Like that's
Bruh.
so nasty.
I don't care how cool Betty White is.
Yeah.
Hell no.
What is she gonna be wearing? Because it ain't gonna look good. Like, what I want to
Bruh,
see
what
Betty
you-
White in there for? I already got my eyes ready to see some things, and then Betty White show up.
Like, dude,
No.
like the women, like, were mad that Kylie was in the video.
I don't understand. She looked a lot like Kim Kardashian though. She's built like a Kardashian now. She's had
She- yeah.
she's had some work.
She's had the implants.
Yeah,
They all have the
She's
same
gone
doctor.
to the training
They have the
facility.
same doctor,
Yeah,
the
she-
family doctor.
she's had a little work done, and she's ready for view.
Hey, we don't shame.
Yeah, no, we don't. But yeah, that was a good video. But back to the Victoria Monet.
So, but real quick, did you see that it broke the Spotify streams record for one day?
That's cool.
And neither one of them had any records on Spotify. It had
What do you mean? There's been no music for Meg on Spotify.
no, both of them. None of them have any type of records on Spotify. Like
Oh, like records. Okay,
like
they hold any
yeah,
records.
they
Okay,
hold any records. Spotify. It was 2.5 million.
that's nice.
That's crazy.
And it feels like they just promoted it like for 2 days.
It
I
did.
saw one picture, then I saw another picture. I'm like, all right, I'm ready.
you know it was like gonna be a big promotion when, because not too many people release singles on vinyls.
Yeah.
So they released a single on the vinyl, signed vinyl, and also I don't follow any of them on Spotify, like the artists.
Yeah.
And I got a pop up from Spotify. Listen to the new single.
Yeah, it definitely was pushed,
Yeah,
and it feels like the promotion part where like the advertisements
yeah.
wasn't really pushed.
Yeah.
it felt like we pushed it.
Yeah.
The men
The
and women,
crowd pushed it.
like
the-
the retweets and the shares,
The
pushed it.
screenshots pushed it.
Yeah, I think they saved a lot of money on advertisement with 2
Yeah.
pictures. But yeah, shout out to them. What did you give the Victoria Monet? It was a sample to me. It wasn't really a full album.
It was what, like 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I gave it a 7.
I mean, it was good. I didn't rate it because it was short. But this is one of those things I was thinking about. Aside from like the rating, she sounds like a Solange, but with
Okay.
like a mid range.
I'm surprised you. I don't say you love it, but I liked it as much as you did, just because there was a couple of songs that had that electric guitar that I like.
Yeah.
And
I
I know
like-
you're not a fan of that, really.
That's the thing. I like electric guitar. I don't like the acoustic guitar.
acoustic.
Accompanist. Yeah. Southern
acoustic?
slang. Yeah. I don't like.
You got that Houston stuff.
I don't
What
like
acoustic?
What Roy saying cheeks
Yeah,
or
that's
what
whatever
you say,
earlier?
and
That
say
was saying
acoustic,
acoustic.
like clip claps. Like I don't like that type of guitar. It sounds so whack to me when people sing it. Like nobody's
That's
made a
so
good song.
offensive. Saying,
I like
saying
John
that.
Mayer's not your cup of tea then?
Absolutely not. Like just
That's so,
sing,
like-
just sing acapella. Like what do
Like
you
there's
need it
so
for?
many good songs that Chris just said. I'm like, did you hear it? Nah, I heard acoustic in the beginning. And
Yeah.
I turned it off.
Like it just seems.
How
so,
do you so against that sound?
It seems so whack to me. Like there's
Bro.
no like feeling in that instrument.
How
Electric
I don't-
guitar
okay,
is
we're not-
so fire though. I love electric
There's
guitar.
such a big. Okay.
Anyway, but aside from that, the other thing, the reason why I feel like there was no skips, it seems to be so much easier to make an R&B album than it is for a rap album. I feel like
It is.
if you have vocals, you just put any beat on and you sound good.
So it's so much. Even if the content, even if the songs content aren't the same, just because R&B beats are similar,
Yeah.
if the album feels like it flows.
And like
You
you
know
don't
what I
even gotta like sing right away. Just let the beat go for a little
She
bit.
had one song, and it was like towards the end or the beginning. I forgot where, because I wasn't.
Yeah, it was
paying
like
attention.
towards the beginning.
I was like, is she gonna sing? Like
Yeah.
it was like what?
I'm
3
like, this
minutes?
is nice, and then she comes in. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Like,
yeah,
it
but she
does-
came in late. Like,
yeah,
I was like,
and with the rap album, you can't do that. They
Nah.
gonna skip you.
yeah, they're gonna be like, what?
Like,
Just a beat?
yeah,
This ain't the instrumental. Like,
like that's so wild because there was that one. So yeah, I gave it no rating, but it didn't have any skips. It was a cheat code. Did you listen to anime, right?
Yeah.
I call them anime, but I think it's like Amini or whatever.
he does mention in there how people miss.
Yeah,
What does it say?
his name.
Yeah,
He's talked about that a while. I haven't really listened to a lot of his music.
I hate stuff like that. I mean, you picked a hard name. Like,
Limbo, that's the
Yeah.
name of it. I like the album. It was different from what I expected. I thought he was gonna be like, kind of like maybe not a mumble rapper, but like one of those just hyper rappers, you know, without any like content. But he had a lot of good songs on here.
the yeah, I liked it too. The first song though kind of got me in a mindset. And,
Yeah.
and I thought it was gonna be like that, like
Mhm.
you know, whole conscious album like that.
I thought
And then
that
he
too.
switched gears. And I was like, okay, which I didn't hate. It's just that first song kind of got me. Okay, this is what I'm gonna be ready for.
Yeah, and I liked it showed you his mindset about Kobe,
Yeah.
and
That was nice. It was like a 30-second song about him.
yeah, that was cool to hear, and it just lets you know like how different people are affected, and they got me thinking like, when did he make these songs? Like maybe people are still thinking about it. You never really truly over certain like things that affect your life, you know. So when he did that, that kind of got me thinking. But this is a rap album, and you have to put so much energy in a rap album for it to be good versus an R&B album.
No, I agree. It's like production, beats, flow, how it flows.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be conscious, not like there's so much more levels to it. Even strong, like the way you put the song together.
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna do the chorus, the bridge? Like, how you gonna just the rhyme of it compared to singing?
Yeah.
But I mean, his album I enjoyed. He had a lot of good songs. He had some good stories. Charlie
Yeah.
Wilson was all over this.
Yeah.
And also, it made me remind me of T Minus. Like, I forgot that he's there. He's the one that produced it.
Yeah.
I forgot he is
I
signed to
think
OVO.
Drake. I was going to say
Yeah,
Drake
he
always
signed
talks
OVO.
about him.
So
For people talking about Drake don't have nobody.
but Drake needs to, but that's Drake's fault because Drake's like, I'm gonna let them do what they want. If they don't want to do nothing, don't worry about it. I don't want to let them do nothing. That's Drake's fault.
How? He's giving them. Everybody wants to complain about
Bruh,
artist creativity, but now you want to complain about he's
He'll
letting them
give
do
them a
whatever they want.
10-year vacation, like,
Okay.
and not care.
Do you hear people at Amazon complaining about their vacations?
They
Other
ain't getting 10 years.
like,
that means you fired.
Well, they don't know that. Like, that's wild. But yeah,
anyway, it was produced well. I did like all the subtlety from Charlie Wilson on there. And like I said, Team Light was nice on all the beats.
yeah,
I like there was a couple of them I liked. I liked the story one with him and his white girlfriend when he was little.
yeah,
When he was smaller, or I don't know how his age, but looking like teenager, like his white girlfriend, how that changed his whole mindset.
Yeah.
And then also he had a good song about his mama. Like it looks like a lot of those like conscious rappers have that one song about their mother.
yeah. That seems to be like you got to check that box.
Yeah, you got to
before you
because
can
I know
go forward.
Mac did one. He did one. I mean, of course, Pac did. Like it's that box you have to check.
I gave it a 6 out of 10.
What I get?
I don't think I'm gonna listen to all the songs again, but there's definitely songs that
I'll
I'd
give it a
revisit.
7. Also, I'll give it a 7
Just make
because
it
there was
fun.
probably like 5 songs that are easily repeatable that has replay value.
Yeah, and then you got the big weekend, the Ross
So we
versus
can drop something.
the big week, the big week. Ross versus 2 Chainz. That versus happened.
So are you really? I mean, were you hyped about this? Because this is the first verses you're talking about in detail, in depth like this.
I think as the more that they have, the more I'm getting more vested into them. Like the last one I was vested in was the John Legend and Alicia Keys, but all the other ones I haven't really been like hyped about. They talked about Beanie Single and Bounty Killer that did it. Like I'm not into New York rappers like that, you know.
Yeah. So the good thing about where versus is now, I watched the stream
It's like it was like
the day after from Swizz and Tim, right?
yeah,
They're talking about because of all the, I wouldn't say like non-major artists, but all like that mid-tier artists that they did built up a lot of
mid tier though.
Not I wouldn't say mid-tier, but they're not like Ross and Chainz level. Do you know what I'm saying? So
The only ones I haven't really been following it like that. But
so the thing is that
bit-
all the
who
all the
had
versus battles before kind of put the hype up. So now each actual versus is getting so much attention, like views and all that,
yeah.
that it's now a lot of more major artists are agreeing to it and stuff like that. Because Swizz and Tim, they're like, there's verses we haven't even mentioned to y'all because before we mentioned to you, we talked to the artists and we've been turned down, and now it's getting easier because the views we're getting.
Yeah. Like for me, I had 2 Chainz winning before this, and it felt like a lot of people had him as the underdog.
It was a lot closer than I thought,
Which is good.
Now, because 2 Chainz is one of those that I don't go back and listen to a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the songs he played, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. Like,
yeah,
I was
that seems
like, oh,
to be
this
how
is a
it
banger.
is for
Like, I
verses.
forgot. Like,
Yeah, like so I had the score. I had 22 songs first of all.
he better have lost the round where he just played Drake's hook.
Yeah,
I was like,
couldn't-
what?
that's-
I was like, what'd you do?
I was like, wait a minute. There's no 2 Chainz verse on this song.
Like-
You can't win this.
like Drake ain't that good on
Yeah,
the stage.
I like the song. I was gonna say this is a good song. I'm like, wait a minute, that's a disservice. He's
Like-
not really rapping on here.
Like the comments were like, is that his round? Like, did he forget? To
Yeah,
play his
that
part?
don't count. I didn't count their 2 new songs, and
You didn't count the unreleased verse that Ross did.
yeah, I didn't count that one because I was going off of the playlist, so I didn't count that. And then it looked like Rick Ross had an extra song over 2 Chainz, so I didn't count that. So I just went like 22, like they all had 6, whatever the number in half or whatever. Well, 22, they all had 22 songs, but I had it 10. I had 2 Chainz winning 12 to 10.
I had Ross winning 12 to 10.
You didn't even number it though until we got here. So I was at
I did have a number. I didn't have the list in front of me. I told you.
okay. So they started with Blowing Money Fast and I'm Different. Who'd you have?
2 Chainz.
I had 2 Chainz. Hustling or Effing Problems.
Hustling.
I had Hustling. Like certain songs that they played are just anthems and they like kick off your career. Like I had Hustling winning. In the round, Dice Pineapples versus Duffel Bag Boys. Who'd you have winning?
Duffel Bag Boys.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised because it had Wale on there and it had Rick Ross on there, so I was surprised that you picked that one. I had, what was it? Did you have John featuring Lil Wayne
I had John.
or Effing Problems?
John.
Did I have? Never had it. Yeah, I had Ross. So our list seems to be pretty similar. I don't know which song, Stay Scheming or All Me.
Stay Scheming.
That's where it was. I had All Me. Like she fun. She like how do you beat that bar? Like that's crazy. And then
Who did you have over the what was it? 4 a.m. or Devil in a New Dress?
I had Devil in a New Dress because I couldn't do 4 a.m. because I was thinking there was another song that Travis Scott did where he's like 4 a.m. or whatever, but I think that was a different song that I was thinking.
What about I'm on One and No Problem? That was a good one too. That was a good battle.
No Problem. No. I had Ross. Did I have
okay.
Ross? Yeah, I had Ross.
That's a banger for Ross. I mean, for 2 Chainz though.
Yeah, like I love the intro of that, but I was like, I'm on One is just such a tough song.
I'm Not a Star. Birthday.
Like that's a classic. Like I can't beat that.
I got Ross on that one just because it's one of those that, one of those songs that it never died with 2 Chainz. Like it's still played.
Yes, like it's a birthday song.
But it's like played out.
I don't think it's played out.
To me, it was played out. I've heard that was like the replacement for It's My Birthday.
Yeah,
that was the replacement. They're like, okay, this
that's
has been out for a while.
Hood birthday
so
song.
now it's this one, and it's just like.
I think I posted in the chat like which song was better, Birthday or what was it, Drake's Ghetto Birthday song? I still have Birthday song versus Drake's. And then it was so crazy because I was going down the list and it just got reckless. Live Fast, Die Young versus Crack. Like, I had Ross.
Pusha T should have popped up.
Yeah, I had Ross.
Bro, and then so besides the actual like the score,
Rich off cocaine. Like
the actual like what's it called, the video of it.
Yeah,
with like each of them had their own thing. It was funny. 2 Chainz bought our strippers.
I saw that. I came in mid song.
Oh, you came on mid. Okay.
I want to say I was a couple songs in, and it didn't look like Ross was really performing. He was just sitting there.
So that's where I gave 2 Chainz credit, is because
showmanship.
The first couple of songs, Ross was just sitting there.
Yeah, like
he was just there vibing.
Right.
And then
what are you doing?
2 Chainz was talking, and then like around like the 3rd or 4th round, 2 Chainz actually started rapping his verse, and then Rick Ross was like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, like, bro, you better burn some calories, bro. This is a battle. Like, what are you doing,
bro? But like, so he brought the strippers. I mean, 2 Chainz. Then, like, they both had a wardrobe change throughout the like how, but like Rick Ross had a wardrobe. And
he
then
came in. I was looking at him shirtless. I'm like, you still doing that?
He brought the masseuse out.
Oh
bruh,
my god,
that masseuse was going hard for like 5 minutes.
Rick Ross?
Yeah, you didn't see.
I didn't see that part. No,
bro. She was starting him on on her for like 5 minutes, and he's just like this.
Like
I thought dude fell asleep.
Like how
he
do you
look like asleep?
Like how do you have like out of all that, even showmanship? Like 2 Chainz won. Like how do you?
I think he got swayed because he took off the shirt, and then the girl came, massaged for like 5 minutes, and then he put on a different shirt.
Like
so, it's like
Rick Ross. I feel like was playing catch up. Did you have Made Men or Bees in the Trap?
Made Men.
I had Made Men too. Rich off cocaine or Mercy?
Mercy.
So I don't know where we're missing. I think you're just saying.
And we had that other one that was different too.
Like we just had one song. It seems like that was different. I don't understand where you're.
Because I really had one tie, but
Pop That or It's a Vibe.
Huh?
Pop That or It's a Vibe.
Pop That.
Okay, so that's where it was. So I had It's a Vibe because it's a vibe. Like, what are you talking about?
I like Pop That.
Pop That does come on very hard. That was a hard one for me actually. I think I put Close.
But it was good. It was fun. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
It just what they did, bro. They look too. I was laughing, and because I posted this, and like, they're all responding to it because I was like, 2 Chainz looks bored throwing money at the stripper.
It was just one, but it was cool. He brought out everything,
bro. So you know he got tired because he was like drinking. He was just like that, and then she wanted more money, and then instead of throwing it, he gave her the stack. He's like, I'm done. He's like, bye.
That is so funny, but that's a big ass studio. I think that was the actual studio too. Is that the same
they're in
one?
Atlanta? Yeah,
that's the one where everybody goes to, right?
Yeah,
I think so. But
And then like the way Rick Ross came out, we're in here 305, and then
yeah,
and then 2 Chainz were in Atlanta.
I really liked. I think 2 Chainz got more recognition and people appreciate his catalog a little more than they did when he went going into it.
Yeah.
Because judging by the comments I was seeing beforehand, I was just like, "Damn, y'all really don't think 2
But
Chainz
I
is up
think
there?"
Rick Ross has. Of course, Rick Ross has a bigger catalog, but I think.
Does he though?
But I think Rick Ross has deeper songs. Not a lot of them, but like they both have bangers where you
Yeah.
buy in the car. But I think Rick Ross has more songs that have more substance.
I think 2 Chainz. That's why I used to hate about 2 Chainz. His albums used to have a lot of substance in it, but he doesn't rap like that for it to be substantive. You know, I think Rick Ross puts it out better when it comes to like gym wise. You know,
Yeah.
2 Chainz is more of a punchline rapper to me. Rick Ross has the ability to be like a deep rapper.
yeah.
Which is why I would put him up
Yeah.
there with like Jay-Z and stuff, and I want more from him.
And to me, like for me, it plays that plays a major role in like me like music because I'm more substance over that.
Right.
I'm not discrediting teacher. Like I fuck with 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
But just the overall on what they brought, I liked it. I did like the unreleased verse Ross did. I did like I like how they both use the platform to their new songs.
Yeah.
And I like how Ross low key was advertising his fucking weed.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he brought out the big the cookie brand.
Mm-hmm.
He brought the big bag that said cookies on it.
He doesn't own that, does he?
No, but it's his strand on it.
Oh,
You know how
okay.
his line?
Okay.
And then it was like in the middle of the actual battle,
Interesting.
he's like, I brought this for you, 2 Chainz. but you know, instead of giving it to someone like
he
this,
did it where this.
no, the logo. He's like, I brought it for you.
That's funny.
I was like, that's cool. And then 2 Chainz like, cool.
Did he smoke it?
He was smoking, but I didn't notice if he opened the bag up and did that. He came ready. You know, he came ready.
I feel like weed wise, 2 Chainz is like I think he's up there with Snoop because he's had the most expensivest weed. Like, bro,
You talking about the show?
yeah,
Like,
like, he's really sampling that stuff though.
I love the show. What was it? The one was it Cooking with Weed?
Yeah.
The one he did, how they made everything, and then he didn't realize how much they put into the edibles.
Right.
And then it was like gourmet food.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I forgot. It was like some type of piece of I forgot. It was a cake or something. And then they showed him that he's like, we had to pause. He was like, he's like, I needed a minute. Like, he's like, we paused production.
Like, I love watching people like eat edibles or whatever like that when they have like this super like, so we gonna eat some edibles today. Like, they're super like low.
You're talking about like the ASMR?
Yeah, they're very.
I hate ASMR, bro.
Like 2 Chainz though, like he's one of my favorite people to like watch like weed eating shit with, because the way he talks about it is just so funny.
His he switches like where he puts it, but I don't know if it's Vice or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I like he has most expensive, and then he
Yeah.
has where he tries like the weed.
Yeah.
I forgot what the other one's
I
called.
want GQ. I think it's GQ.
Yeah, because he has GQ. He has one on Vice too.
So it might just be those two.
Because I know most expensive shit is on Vice.
There's one on I think Netflix where they're trying the food. And the lady, it's like stupid ridiculous. Like, weed shouldn't cost that much for my steak to be like $500. Like, what are you talking about? But yeah, man, I'm glad 2 Chainz got his shine. Like,
I like the one he did the weed with the gold flakes on it.
Yeah.
And then the wrap he actually used the wrap was gold flaked also.
Right. They have that in
smoking gold.
They have that in New York. It's pretty expensive, like $1,500. I don't know if I buy that.
Nah.
But yeah, that was a good.
It was good, and they're gonna announce the next battle Monday.
Okay, I heard the one that I really want is the Usher versus Chris Brown. That's another one where I feel like people are just trashing Chris Brown.
I don't want to hear any. It's not against like Chris Brown. I don't want to hear anything with Chris Brown, just because I want to be realistic. Chris Brown has publicly said it multiple times he doesn't want to do it.
Right.
So unless he's hyping it up, so I don't want to do it. So when he does it, it's. But if he doesn't want to do it, let's try to find somebody.
I'm less excited to hear Usher versus Justin Timberlake. Like,
Swiss posted that. I don't see that happening.
It doesn't seem like a comparable. They're not comparable artists, in my opinion. I feel like Usher's catalog is more.
They're just two non-rappers.
Yeah, Usher's catalog is more like vibey. Justin Timberlake has a couple of good like R&B songs.
To me, it's not
throughout the decades.
Yeah, it's not that one's better than the other. It's just it's a different style. Like you were saying,
Usher,
like
I pick Usher over Justin Timberlake.
I'll pick JT, but it's just, I mean, it's, you can say I'm biased. I just like the music better. I like his music better, his catalog better.
Nah,
Especially if he throws in some NSYNC.
like if you have to pick NSYNC, like you're just
That's the same
reaching
thing
for
as rappers choosing features. It's not theirs.
Yeah,
That's the same
like
thing.
I'm getting adjusted to the verses thing because when I hear a feature, I'm like, hold on now.
They're allowed to use features,
Yeah.
so why can't? At least Justin was in the band and he wrote.
So, what are you gonna put up against Bye Bye Bye? Like, what is he gonna
I don't know,
respond?
but
Like Usher plays a song, you're gonna play Bye 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 to that? Like,
Justin has to end with that. He has to end with
like,
that.
ain't nobody
Or
trying.
he has
That's
to
a
end
loss.
with that.
Any song
But-
that he responds with Bye 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 is a loss.
But Usher has 4 verses. It's all about like the hype, right? Usher definitely has more club style or more.
yeah,
Man, Justin has a lot more melodic, like softer stuff, and it's just, even though the song's better, could be better, it just doesn't hit in in that setting. You know what I
don't
mean?
know.
Like if Justin plays, I mean, besides the crime, the whole Timberland thing, if he plays anything off 2020,
Yeah,
besides
that's
like-
all he has. He has to play that album in
Like-
order to give him a fight.
But the thing is, he's gonna play that song, and it's what, Mirrors or was it Push Your Love Girl?
Suit
there's
and
no-
tie, suit and
there's-
tie.
It doesn't hit like in the club with the bass compared to something Usher
Oh
can
my
play.
god, here we go. Suit and tie is a good
Don't need
response.
like club or bangers he can play off 2020 or Suit and Tie, TKO.
And I don't even think it has to be like a club banger because, like I said, Made Men versus Bees in the Trap. I pick Made Men. Bees in the Trap is definitely a club song over Made Men,
Yeah, over. But you still got that beat over Made Men.
and I still pick Made Men.
But I would pick Justin over it. I would pick
You're
Justin
just
over.
biased.
You're just biased too.
Nah,
Picking who you think's better. It is what it is.
but it's weird that you think he's better.
I think his
because, like,
catalog is better.
It doesn't make sense.
It makes sense to me.
Like Justin Timberlake has never been on a Secret Garden out song. Like it doesn't make sense.
And then he's gonna play the song with Clips and bring out Pusha T.
What song is that?
Justin, that was his first single.
What song is
Oh,
that? We all thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a loss.
Hold
Like,
on.
what are you doing,
It's not Rock Your Body. Rock Your Body was the one with Clips.
bro? How are you gonna make an
Something-
argument
wait.
that you can't?
Hold up. Damn my mouse.
So that's an
I
L.
forgot the
What
name
song
of
you
the
looking
song.
for,
He
Roy?
doesn't know.
The one with Justin Timberlake. Hold on.
That
the one with
what?
Justin Timberlake.
Hold on.
This falls into my argument. Like, yeah.
Like I Love You. There you go.
How did that go? Like, what are you talking about? Like,
That's where the McDonald's single came. McDonald's thing. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That was the hook
I'm
on
loving
it.
it.
That's where the
But
hook
you
came
said
from.
I'm loving you.
They cheesed up for the hook, but that's where the hook came from.
Okay, that's cool.
You learn something new every day, guys.
Every day. That's
No,
so
but that's
wild.
where the hook came from. So Pusha T gets some warranties for that, and the Arby's Where's the Beef? He gets royalties for that too. Every time they say
I
it.
don't care about that though.
That's
That has
crazy,
nothing
though.
that has nothing to do with the beat with the verses.
I'm just saying that's crazy that he gets royalties for that.
okay.
Who would have thought?
Me,
You would think he'll get royalties off an Arby's commercial?
I guess. But before we wrap up, where can people check us out at, boy?
Spotify, YouTube, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
And definitely appreciate y'all checking out the show. This is Chris, Roy, Pub Sports.
Why'd you drop your voice like that? Like, this is Chris. Bye.